Hi, how are you? To date, I want to continue this. I told you before the LLP, right? You like it, you love it, and you're passionate about it. But it's not just that. I want to go a little bit more deeper. Why? Because we forgot to dream. And something that I love, 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 love about this new world is that they make you dream. Actually, they say, well, the dreams come true where the dreams come true. Where the dreams come true. So no matter what, no matter age you are, it doesn't matter. Is where the dreams come true. And if we can grasp that, if we can embrace it, if we can keep it and put it in our heart, you will continue dreaming forever, ever, and ever. And that is something that I would like to talk to you about this. Embrace it, believe it, trust, know it, and become it. We forgot how to dream. We forgot how to believe. We forgot that once we have a dream, and sometimes we spend more time criticizing somebody else than having make it right. It doesn't matter how hard have been, you always find a way to criticize it and get upset and don't do anything about it. Why you're criticizing something that you don't even haven't put the energy to do? And why you don't use that person opportunity and go for it and do it and says, if they can, I can. We are not, nobody is better than other. It's how much passion you have about that thing that you love it. And the last video that I make, I brought Michael Jordan as an example, but Walt Disney World, he was in bankruptcy 7 times. And is he lost his main character by that time, the Mickey Mouse, what black and white, has a different Mickey Mouse than the Mickey Mouse that we know. That little Mickey Mouse, I don't remember his name. Sorry. That Mickey Mouse of that characters was took it from him because the contract says that that characters belong to the company that hired him to design them or develop them, right? So he lost that Mickey Mouse, that first one. Then he has to come with this new Mickey Mouse, the one that we know, that Mickey Mouse. And when that happened, he didn't say, "Oh, I lost everything, and now I'm gonna be in bankruptcy again. I'm not going to do anything again." No, he says, "Oh, you like my product. You like what I did. Now I'm gonna do it better." And I think I saw a video for how Disney World has been grow or developed or be built. That it says that he and his brother he sat together and he started give him his brother the idea. I think that the brother was the one with the design and he was just the brain, right? So he was saying, okay, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And they created Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and then all the five paws that they are. So after that, when they had the opportunity, nobody knows that he sent people here to Florida, in Orlando, Kissimmee, Celebration Area, 34747, to start getting land in names that nobody knows who were the person purchasing, because there were so many other people like different names, different companies purchasing in that region, and all of that was Disney World. He never lost his passion. He's never lost his dream. He didn't care how much it's gonna cost him to make that place that today many people dreams to come. Many other haven't come yet. And where the dreams come true. You come to Orlando, you come to Florida, you come to Disney, and you lose your mind. You're even forgot how old are you. Your age, it doesn't matter. You go back to be 7, 8, 5, 3. It doesn't matter. You enjoy every single moment. You get upset if you cannot see the the characters, and you get upset because you didn't saw the princesses, because your inner child is enjoy the moment, is living in the moment, and is getting upset too because they cannot make everything that they wanted for that trip or whatever. But when you see people with that passion, nothing make different him to you. The only difference is that he was passionate, he was committed, he was determined to make that place that he lived in. I think it was in Maitland and Maryland, that he wanted to recreate that place, his old town here. And that is what we forget. That's what I told you. If you know and you trust, you become it. And believe on that, because that's the only way that you can keep that flame inside of you vivid. It doesn't matter what, you can feel like the wind, like, oh, and you're like, no, 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 no. Don't turn out, don't turn out. Continue burst, continue growing. I'm here to harvest you. I'm here to feeding you, to make you be what you are. And I think that's the most important thing. Don't forget what is your dream about. It doesn't matter the situation. You know that you've been bankruptcy 7 times? It's ridiculous. You lose your first uh, eh, characters that everybody love it, and now you had to recreate another one that tried to see people love it. Your first movie in colors is Snow White. It's a beautiful, that's my favorite movie. That's the first movie in colors from Disney World. So when you come to Disney World, when you come to Disney, when you come to the area, everything, you lose it. You lose it. You're living there. He make this place so magical that you're you cannot control yourself. You want to laugh, you want to cry, you want to run through places. I have been seeing parents having so much fun that they are behaving like their kids. And when you see adults behaving like kids, you say, what is this? Who are the mature people here to take care of these kids? There's no one. Even the grandparents are going crazy because Mickey Mouse is there. People yelling, kissing, throwing kisses, trying to hug them. And they had to put the oh my gosh, the lines for people to not crossing and trying to see them. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful how a dream from someone makes us to be so happy, change our energy. You can be sad, you can be depressed, you go to Disney or near Disney area and you start like getting energy, getting the happiness, seeing people's faces, seeing the opportunity to laugh, to enjoy it is magical. And it's so magical that I invite you to live your life as a magical thing. What is that thing that make you passion, committed? How is that dream? What is that dream? You remember that dream? You remember why you're here? We are, many of us has to come from our countries because here we're going to have another opportunity, right? To bring our families and having the opportunity that we don't have in our countries. How much are you embracing that opportunity? Um how much happiness, how much you have been getting everything that they can give it to you, that this place can give it to you. Are your kids in the good school, having fun, enjoying the place, enjoying the life, talking 2 or 3 languages, because they have so many friends that sometimes I have been know people that says, no, I don't speak Spanish, but my neighbors used to speak Spanish and I understand their language. I understand, I can communicate just a little bit, but I can communicate. How special is that? That we can just relate it with somebody else as our neighbors. We are create this relationship that we also speak the languages. And this is the magic thing that we had to take the time. And we live the life so fast that we forgot to smell the roses. The other day, my daughter and I, we were walking from the car to the porch to get inside of the house. And she says, oh, smells like the lake. And I says, babe, I haven't noticed. So I need to, and I went to get out of my mental plane. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what was happening. And I says, okay, hold on. Let me breathe. Let me sit over here and let me see what she's saying, or let me smell what she's smelling. And all of a sudden, I was smelling the lake. I was like, oh my God, smell like the lake. She was present. She was there. I was in another place that I didn't enjoy anything because that was so simple. We were just walking. We are having the same walking distance and we're having the same experience. No, we were just walking together, having different experiences because I was thinking, I don't know what, to be honest with you, I don't have any idea, but she was present. And when we lose our presence, we lose the momentum, we lose the opportunities. And that's what I would like you to understand today. When Walt Disney was creating Disney World or having this magical idea, he always was present in his desire and his commitment. He was there. Everything that he was listening, the people were saying, he was analyzing. He says, this is what I'm looking for. No, this is not what I'm looking for. What can I change this? How can I put this together? How can I bring everything that I want over here? He actually created the city. So we have a area location is community called Celebration, is exactly as he was thinking that the place will be. And this area around Disney World is just what Walt Disney wanted it to be. Unfortunately, he never saw it, but the people, his family, have been keeping his dream alive. Okay, so I want you to think, how determined are you with your dream? What do you desire? What really called you? And sometimes we lose the opportunity because we start thinking, what about if we fail? What about if this doesn't work? And let me tell you, who cares? Because imagine that you're creating an art, and art is never wrong. The art is always getting changes onto the final piece, onto the final picture, onto the final shoe, onto the final whatever it is. So don't get attached with the word fail. You know what the word fails on failures means? Is that you had to fix what it was not working to make it to work. Make it to work. It's just going back, twist it, and then go back and try it again. So it doesn't mean that you're not doing it. How many people you know that they were closing the businesses. All of a sudden they open it and they grow twice or three times more, bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger, 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 stronger. It's not because it was it was wrongly done. It's because they were missing something. But they were very drastic. They go, they close it, that they reopen. You don't need to do that. If you have an idea, if you have a dream, and you think you fail, no, you didn't fail. You're just going to adjust the thing that it needs to be redo to go to the final goal. That is your final dream come true with all the meanings that you want to put on it. If it's money, if it's a design, it is whatever it is, that is when your capability and your art is come out. I remember with COVID hit us, um, allow us to, unfortunately, many people die, and we cannot erase that from our memories, or other people suffering because they lose their loved ones. But another thing was that COVID allowed us to develop or to shape our skills. Many people goes to social media. Many people start to be an entrepreneur. They didn't know that they can do it. The people like it to cook. They start doing a YouTube channel with the cooking that they do, the way that they do it. People like it. They get paid. They get entrepreneur. They don't need to go to work anymore because now they're social media influencers. So, how can you take an opportunity? Your failures are not that you are done and nothing is working, is an opportunity to develop and do something even better. How is possible that after 7 years or seven bankruptcies, Disney World was born? How? So he didn't saw that. He just still making tweaks, tweaking, changing until he saw everything that he wanted. How is Michael Jordan didn't get to be in the team that he wanted the first try? After that, nothing stopped him. He made the changes. He went to the training, he developed the skills, and he get committed. He has that already. But you know that to get committed after they told you no to, that you're not good enough. So it's hard because you're the coach that for the school that you want to be at, they told you you're not good enough for this. So now you had to prove them that they're wrong, but you had to build your mental strength. Now your mental stage, now your mental capability, now you emotional ego, person, energy, whatever, it needs to be growing and it needs to be stronger than ever. Okay, so if we look at that, then let me see. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know the name, but the writer of Harry Potter. As far as I know, she was in very excruciating life, right? She wasn't in her best, and she created the bestseller novel of all years. So Harry Potter. Harry Potter would have been so big that when they opened here in Universal Studios, it was pretty much has to close Universal Studio because it was packed. Nobody else can go there. So that is Harry Potter. It was so like crazy. People getting the books, people coming to the theme park, people getting the clothing, the ones, the everything. Whatever said Hogwarts, people want it. So how can you come from your most vulnerable moments and be the person that just changed literature, the novels, the story, and bring so much energy, so much magic to others? Because they were everyone. in love with Harry Potter, but she was determined, she desired, she was in love, and she become that. So how much of that energy can you get it? It's not because they were in the last moments or when they were touching bottom, is they really like to do it. They really want to have that commitment. They really were committed. So how much do you decide this? What are you willing to get? You need to ask those questions. You need to go back to the starting point, because every time that you have a desire is a desire of the divine. When you're determined, you are divinely guided. When you believe, you are embodying that desire. And your faith is your guidance by your inner light. So embrace your power, because when she knows, she trusts, she becomes. And I have a notebook that someone gave me once. It says, she believes and she becomes. So whatever you believe that you can do it. Many of the time, most of the time, we're waiting for the perfect moment. And I would say that never happened for the perfect momentum for you to start putting your business, because maybe that day is when the hair is not looking good, or maybe it's raining outside, or maybe somebody called you because it's hungry and you have to go and feed it, or maybe the dog wants to go out and that was the time for you to make the video, or whatever, or maybe the electricity was gone. But when you're passionate about it and you start to do exactly what you need to do, things will start follow follow through and going in place. So since we have Disney, we start dreaming. We saw the Prince Charming and we were the princesses, and all the dreams come true. And everything was so fascinated. Their dresses, the fairy godmother, and the stories, and the whole energy that got you can do whatever you wanted. You're Cinderella, and you were Snow White, and you were Sleeping Beauty, and you were Ariel, and all those princesses bring energy, bring dreams, opportunities, bring so much emotions to all of us that they help us to start dreaming. Maybe you haven't noticed, but it happens because it gives it to you the opportunity to look, oh my gosh, if that happens, what if I can do this if this happened? Oh my gosh, what if this happened? If that happened, fix it and change it and make the modifications. It's like when you're cooking and you're doing a recipe. You do the recipe once and you say, oh, I tried this recipe. I think by the next time, a little bit more salt and put a little bit more water because it's very salty. And you start making the modifications until the recipe get delicious. That everybody is licking finger good. And when you get that, that is your momentum. So don't feel bad about it. I think that now I'm talking about that guy. I think was in his 70s when he Colonel, I don't know his name. I was remember now, but I don't remember. He become Kentucky Fried Chicken, and he was just fried chickens in a gas station. So, and that came from there, and you get like oh my God, Kentucky Fried Chicken came that way. So he never stopped dreaming. There's a restaurant over here that is Freddy's, and oh my God, it's amazing. The milkshake with the burger, And that guy is also was a senior guy that create that branch. So people never is I don't I the thing that I want to tell you is we never stop dreaming. And when those dreams you put it together and the energy you put it together, you see your dreams come true. Okay. So don't don't put that dream away because you think you're late or that it never happened in the time that you thought that it's supposed to be. You're still alive. Your dream is still here. Make it happen. And like I told you, this is like a art. You're making modifications. It's like a cooking. You start okay, this is not the recipe the way that I was expecting. Let me just fix this and this and this. And all of a sudden it's your own recipe because you make your own modifications, you make your own seasoning, or you make your own, I don't know, you add another vegetable, so you add another piece of meat or whatever you did, that you change it, but it's still tasting super good. People love it, but now it's your recipe because you modified it. So think about your in your metamorphosis. You're changing. You're coming from your little caterpillar and you start changing until you become this beautiful and amazing butterfly. You need to fly. You need to believe. You need to go back to that dream that make you happy, make you passionate about it. We live so fast. Things happens every single day, but you need to take your time to go back to your dream. Write it down. What do you need? What do you need to start it? Let us know. We can help you to develop your business. We have the links here, and we have a one-on-one mentorship that we can help you to build your business. It doesn't matter how big it is. We can start step by step until you create your business, having your major responsibilities right now. You don't need to leave that to continue this. You can do both at the same time, and we can help you to do that. And so don't stop dreaming. If I will say something, I will say dream even more. Okay. Um, when you when you see that you are receiving this divine truth that is your dreams, okay, when you're divinely guided, that is your determined, you are start making, creating that recipe that is going to be the best recipe for you and for your future. So sometimes we surrender. Sometimes we. I have a. I read a book that it says that someone was digging for gold, right? And they got all the things, all the machineries and everything, but they get tired because they wasn't able to get the. They wasn't able to get the gold where they were supposed to have it, right? So the thing is that they went to this place, they sold the machinery, but the person that got or buy the machinery went back to the place with someone that it was a little bit more expert to dig in and do that stuff. And they start making the calculations and everything. And they found out that the person that had the machineries first, he was 3 feet from the goal. And then they dig in there, and they found the goal. How many times have you been walking away from your dreams, from your opportunities, and the goal was there, and you was not able to get it because you quit it? You quit before to get it because you thought that you would not be able to get it because you thought it was too difficult, but you was right there. Sometimes it's just a little bit of more patient, more passion, being a little bit more determined, and sometimes just take a break. Just step back, Go back to your notes, write down exactly what's going on. Oh, I'm getting tired because of this, or this happened today. When you put it in the paper is going to absorb of that energy, which allows you to have new energies. Don't leave your dreams walk away from you. I love to watch sports. I love it. And the other day I saw, well, the other day, I would say the other days, I saw the Olympians, right? The Olympians in Paris, like maybe a year ago. And those athletes from the US were having surgeries on their knees, the legs, and they were running and they were getting gold medals. And they thought that their careers would end because they were in having the surgery and they didn't have enough time to recover, practice, go to finals, to pre-qualifications, to go to pay for the Olympians, because they had to go through the whole process, right? So when I was listening to this, is how hard and painful has to be that you're running, your body is not supporting you, your body is not reacting correctly, and you had to force your body to make the number, to break that um record for you to can go and call yourself Olympian and give it to you the opportunity to go and compete. How Simone Biles has to practice and be committed to be the best in her gymnastic. And being the best and have the pressure is not easy. She can also commit, has some mistakes. But how does she react? How she can mentally be so healthy that she come back, be there, ready. It's like a she silenced the whole stadium and she just focused on what she's doing. How focused can be you? How committed are you to get your dreams come true? You're not the first one. I was watching F1 like 3 years ago, and my favorite uh, oh my gosh, um, my favorite, my favorite, yeah, racer car is Hamilton, and we were watching the last race for him to be the championship for the eighth time. There was a safety car situation, and the safety car situation, this car from um, Red Bull came out from the pit. They say go, and he goes faster than Hamilton, and he won. And I remember that I was devastated. I was depressed. I was mad. I was super upset. But Hamilton was even worse because he was the one that he didn't get his eighth title championship F1 all at once, because he has seven, and this one is going to be the 8 years title of championship in a row. And I remember that no comments had been from Hamilton since that day. And it says how tough mentally this guy has to be for not even write a message in his anger to say whatever it came on in his mind, because he's upset. He is the 7th time straight champion for Mercedes, and this guy took his last race. And his professionalism, ethical, and character make me see him as an idol, because you had to have mental support, mental health, for not to go and start talking and say stuff without that need to be said. Because we all think that we had to say everything that we think that we had to say, or but it's not. When you're when you're when you're professional, when you're so ethical, when you're you, everything that you do affect so many people positively or negatively. And in that aspect, he people love him more. He embraced more people because his silence, his quiet shows that he preferred to kill himself inside. That says something that will damage his image. And today he is one of the most talented driver in F1. He has his design line with the Dior, and he is the most money that make in marketing because everyone wants to work with him. So what it was seeing like his worst nightmare, it was losing his championship, his control, his momentum, his quiet, his professionalism, his everything put him in a different level. So when you take the opportunity to embrace no matter what happens to you and no matter what's the situation, and you take it with grace and honor, and you trust, and you become, I swear to you that you will see everything falling in front of you because your dream is true. You will see your dream come true no matter what. It's like a divine and universe law. You keep quiet, it's like the whole universe start working on your favor. You start seeing like things, okay, well, what happened here? Why this person is contacting me? Why this open the door is open? Why somebody will say, oh, I somebody told me that you are doing something, and you're like, oh, I told you, I haven't told anyone. I had this situation once. I met with this girl. She wants to meet me because I was doing a class, and she wants to meet me. I'm the broker of the office, but I was doing a class, and she said, "Oh my God, Rosalina, I'm so grateful. I want to meet you. I'm gonna to have you have a lunch with you." And I met her. We had lunch, and she says, "Is the way that you give the class, the way that you introduce yourself, the way that you explain the stuff, I really like it." And when we were leaving, she says, "Oh my gosh, you look like J-Lo, or you are like J-Lo." And I started laughing because I always said here in the family, in the house, like, yeah, I'm like J-Lo, whatever. And how in the world you want to know that? Did I play with that? Or I say that comment at home? Nobody else listened to me, just the universe. She brought it that. She says, "Oh, J-Lo." And I was like, "Oh my God, what is this? You want any other way to see that the universe paying attention is like a huge antenna? They are going to put everything together." This lady gave me so much ideas when I was building again my office with some of my others 2 agents or 3 agents more that I have also working with me, give me ideas to rebuild my company. I'm grateful for her. And I'm grateful more because of the universe, because he used the persons that he thought that are going to give me the peace and the energies and the information that I need to put everything together. So whatever you think is going to be happening, just sit quiet and wait, and just let everything go to the universe. They will, you will see so many stuff going on that you are not going to believe it. I went to the other day to a new hair salon because my daughter told me to. And this lady says, "You haven't tried any other cold colors for your hair?" "No, I always been like this." And she says, "What about this color?" What of the visual was, J-Lo has the hair color that she wants me to try. And I was like, what is this? Me and J-Lo. But the funny thing is that I don't have to tell her or tell anyone that I'm playing with that or have fun at home with that. it's happening. So be careful what you ask for. They always have been saying that, be careful what you ask for. So be careful what you ask for, because whatever you ask for can come true. So put your energies, continue believing. Remember what Disney says. Disney says, where your dreams come true, they will come true. And maybe sometimes you leave your dreams come true just 3 feet away to become true. So take care of yourself. Please let me know you need me. All my links are there. Please, if you need a one-on-one, we're going to be here with you. Share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.